Hey Supremies! This is a love message. This message is for you if you recently reconnected with somebody. That's what I'm going to start off by saying. So the first card through, we have the Seven of Cups. And what's speaking loud to me is specifically these two. So the card at the top, or the cup at the top, has a rose in it. This cup has a heart in it. You were somebody that used to believe that your kindness or what you gave was the only thing you had to offer. And you also believed that by overgiving to somebody, they were going to recognize how much you were giving and they were going to give back. Instead of recognizing that protecting yourself and having standards and self-respect and making somebody work for your time and work for your effort is actually what's going to make them show up for you. But because you were so afraid of not being loved, you overgave so much. So you used to just say, here's my heart, instead of being a beautiful flower that somebody says, okay, if I want to pick this flower, I have to be careful to not poke myself. This is the shift. You used to just be a raw walking heart, and now you're a rose and a thorn. This person is perceiving you this way. You have changed immensely. You have changed dramatically, and it's actually an insane judgment call for this person within a mirror to their own behavior. So this is somebody that once didn't take you seriously, maybe perceived you as overly emotional, maybe even perceived you as childish in some way, but now this person sees that you respect yourself, and not just because of your behavior, because you genuinely do. Like, it is genuine energy that is showing up, and within this person, having lost you, this is now the mirror for them to say, if I want this again, I actually have to change. I actually have to show up differently. The Judgment is mirroring the Eight of Cups. And look at the colors. These are the exact same colors. So it's almost like that this person is experiencing the amount of heartbreak that you felt when you left, or when you got invalidated, or when they didn't see you. Like, that was the energy here. So if you got broken up with, or you got ghosted, you got rejected, whatever it is, like, the pain that you felt in that moment was a mirror for you of not respecting yourself, right? It was a mirror for you of like, I'm being deceived, but I also put myself in this position. So now you're like, okay, well, that sucked. I'm not going to let that happen again. So now I need to protect myself. So I'm going to be a rose. This person now is at the energy of feeling that they could potentially completely lose you after they see you transform. So now they're in this energy of like, fuck, this sucks. And it sucks because I did this. I was the one that betrayed this person. So especially if you were strong enough to hold patience for this person's toxicity. What I mean by that is you are clearly from the lens of self-respect. You're not trying to play games. You're not trying to chase. You're not trying to say like, oh my God, like, let's do this. Like, let chase me. Like, your energy is genuinely, yeah, like, I recognize my faults, and if you don't recognize yours, that's fine, but like, I'm not going to let you back in. And it's not defensive, it's just accountable. That's why the Judgment is out here, is because you're holding this person accountable with your actions. Six of Cups is coming through with the Six of Swords, which is telling me that you speak differently in this connection now. It literally is how you speak is changing how this person is responding to you. So now your energy is pretty much saying, if you want a tree, then you have to water it every single day. So I am going to show up with Empress energy. I'm not going to cling. I'm not going to be defensive. I'm not going to allow you to not have access to me, but I'm going to hold softness with a boundaried softness. That's it. So it's like, when you show up for me in the way that I like, I'll still be soft, but I will give what you give. If you're going to give me Page of Cups, small energy, then I'll give you small energy to mirror to you what it is that you want from me. When in the past, if this person was giving Page of Cups, you would give Queen of Cups. And then their energy is saying, oh, well, I don't have to give anything. So now your energy is saying, if you're going to give me 10%, I'm going to give you 10%. And then you're going to have to sit with the mirror of the fact that you want more. And then that mirror is going to show you that if you want more, you have to give more. And if you want to give more, then you have to grow more. That is the Empress energy that you're like showing to this person, and they don't want to lose you. This person does not want to lose you, and the patience, the slowness of this connection is a test for you to maintain this energy, and a test for this person to look at their own toxicity. Like, see how this staircase is going into the mind, but it's a long staircase. It's not easy and you're gonna get tired. That is this person, like every time they take a step, they're getting closer to seeing their own pattern, seeing their own toxicity. But it's taking patience, it's taking time. So some advice for this connection is remain detached from the outcome, but allow this to be something that you hold space for with an open heart. You're not pushing it away and you're not clinging onto it. You just enjoy it for what it is. And if it becomes too much and you recognize that it's toxic, you're able to take a step back. If it becomes too involved, you're able to take a step back. You know, like you are in control of this right now. Like, that is really what I'm saying. Because if this person tries to show up in certain ways that they used to in the past, your boundaries is what is going to break this person's illusion of that. Your energy of saying, I'm not just going to give you my heart anymore, but I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to be mean about it. I'm going to be soft about it, but I'm not going to give you my heart just for anything anymore. And the more you show up with that energy, this person is realizing, I can't get that version of you. I can't get that version of you unless I show up different, unless I change. So let me pull with, actually, no, I'm feeling called to use this deck. I hope that this is confirmation and validation for how you've been showing up, because I can imagine that it's not easy for you, but it's like really changing the karmic balance of this connection. Like, this is something that has potential because of the karmic lesson that is mirroring both of you to move slow. Healthy choices. I'm cutting it to right now. Send it out, please. That's what self-indulgence is coming through. Shadow work, self-appreciation, and then girl talk. This person recognized that they've indulged too much in the connection. Like, that was the energy here. It's like there was a realization that they were more attached to the connection than they thought, because your energy is now fine without them. So this could have been somebody at one point, like they maybe surrounded themselves with people that would put you down or that would validate a perspective about like you not being good or you being immature or you being childish. But then as soon as they actually had a conversation with you or they encountered your energy again, it's like there was a perspective shift, and the perspective shift made sure that there was no more validity in what they were running away from. So it's like this person surrounded themselves by people that were belittling you to make themselves feel better about the fact that they lost you. But now they recognize that you're showing up with self-care and worth and appreciation, and you still show love to this person. That's the energy. Your love is unconditional. Like, you actually want them to be happy. You want them to feel good. You don't want to hurt them, but you're still holding boundaries for yourself. It's like both. You're holding compassion, but with boundaries. So this person is recognizing that the perception they once had of you is not true. Girl talk is coming through. And this says time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. And then their energy is coming through with self-indulgence. So as I'm saying, it's like they recognize that they've been indulging in something that's been pushing away a perspective they didn't want to see. And you've been actually taking care of yourself and moving on, which is mirroring to this person that they want to start doing the same thing. The Six of Cups energy just feels so sweet. Like, this person really, really misses you. Oh my God, as I'm saying, I'm cutting it to photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. This person really misses what you once had. This is why they're actually willing to like change how they're showing up. This is a process. Like I said, with this energy, it's not something they're like, yes, I know how to do it. They're like, this is not something I know how to do, but I'm willing to learn. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness. Yeah, this person is trying to be more playful about the connection instead of being like controlling or defensive. If there was a defensive energy in the past here, that is something as well. Six of Swords, again, like they're moving on. How you're speaking is helping them, like I said at the beginning, change their perspective of you. So the Six of Swords was giving that, and this is being clarified with Girl with Snake reversed. This is a card about somebody that has a toxic feminine energy. So they now realize that however they were perceiving you isn't true because of how you're showing up now. You should be so proud of yourself. And on the bottom of my astrology deck is literally Libra right now. Karmic justice. You know what I said? You know what I literally said about the Seven of Pentacles with the Devil? I was like, how slow this connection is going, and you saying if you want a tree, you have to water it every day. So you have to take small steps towards me to actually build a connection. You don't just get it. Mirror. Mirror is clarifying that. Mirroring each other's self-image relationships. So you are mirroring to this person a lot, but again, what they're also mirroring to you is a version of you that wants to overgive. So if this person is trying in a patient way, you could have tendency for it to want to move faster, that tendency would be like, okay, well, I now know that they like me. I now know that they're perceiving me well. So like, I want to move this faster. So I'm going to give more. So they give more. That is the illusion that you're breaking. Don't do that. Okay. You maintain your detachment and let them show up. That is the biggest energy here for you. So if that's a tendency you have, make sure you're clocking that. Clock that, girl. The Devil is being clarified with heart with a key. Heart with a key. Think about that. My heart is not just for yours to have. I have to give you the key. You have to earn the key. You have to earn your way back into the door. So welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together. There is a possibility for you guys to come through together, but what's really coming through is you respecting yourself enough to not just let somebody have your heart, and this person actually proving to themselves that they're able to get that by growing, by changing. And then on the fucking bottom, heart with a key, and then keys on a ring. This is like, see, I'm getting different messages from this. It's like you hold the keys. Like you literally hold the keys, and this person doesn't know how to get them. So they have to create their own keys, right? They have to get into their own heart so they actually know how to unlock yours. So this is such a really, this is intense energy. I wouldn't be surprised if you had a past life with this person, or if the connection in the past was in any way addiction. So in the past, it was maybe like daydreaming out loud. Like, we're going to be together, we're going to have this amazing future, but you're not actually taking present action to build the connection. You're just like overindulging in what you want it to be and not taking the appropriate actions to build it. Addiction is coming through here with engagement ring reversed on 8 of Cups. So this person now knows that they don't have a guaranteed future with you. And that's what's forcing them to actually grow. So that's why if you overgive and you make them feel like the future with you is guaranteed regardless of their actions, they're going to go back into devil energy. Because your self-respect then is saying, well, I actually want this to move faster, so it's fine. And I'm going to tell you that we're guaranteeing a future together. And you're saying, actually, I can't guarantee anything unless you show me. Unless you show me commitment. Unless you show me dedication. And you show me consistency. Healing heart is literally on the bottom here. Healing from heartbreak, freedom, toxic relationship, or addiction. This is actually an opportunity for both of you guys to break this pattern. So I just have to say, if this is something that came back into your life, especially with Mercury retrograde and Saturn, interesting, I said that, and Venus retrograde, this is something that does have potential. But that doesn't mean there is energy to cling. The lesson is literally not to cling and to stay present in the moment when it comes to the growth of this connection. And to know that you are open to knowing that you will get what you deserve regardless. But that doesn't mean you have to close your heart to this connection. But it also doesn't mean that you have to cling. Okay, I love you so much. You're doing fucking amazing. Stay in that Empress energy. You're a fucking baller.